many more universities exams. So in this video we are focusing on the MCQs that can be asked in digital image processing. So basically we are going to see various MCQ questions that can be relatable to our exams and many more exams and competitive exam as well, we can say. And I hope you all are aware about digital image processing, about the theory portion. And if you don't if you not that much aware about that, so don't worry about this and just keep the watch completely and subscribe our channel and support our channel. So let's start with the questions. So firstly we are going to see what is the first foremost step in the image processing. Basically, what is the first step of image processing? Options are image restoration, image enhancement, image acquisition and segmentation. So answer is very much clear. The first and the most foremost step in image processing is image acquisition. That is the very simple question that we can see in exams as well. So, and the second question is, in which step of processing the image are subdivided successively and similar regions? So options are image enhancement, image acquisition and segmentation, and the last one is wavelet. So we can easily say the answer is wavelet. If we want to see the reason, so we can see that wavelets are the foundation for representing image in various degree of resolution. So wavelets are particularly used for image data compression and pyramidal representation in which image are subdivided. So here we can see the image are subdivided. So wavelets are the foundation for representing image in various degrees. So answer is very much clear. And next question is, what is the next step in image processing after compression? So after compression, what is the next step? So options are wavelets, segmentation, representation and description, and the last one is morphological processing. So answer is morphological processing, because if we see the steps in image processing, so steps are firstly image acquisition, then image enhancement, image restoration, image processing, wavelets and multi-resolution processing, then compression, after that morphological processing, and then segmentation. So we can see very much clear answer about this. And next question is, what is the step that is performed before color image processing in image processing? Before color image processing in image processing. So options are wavelets and multi-resolution processing, image enhancement, image restoration, image acquisition. So if we see the answer, so answer is image restoration, because as we can see the steps here, we get to know the better understanding, that is color image processing, and before that is image restoration. So answer is image restoration. Then how many number of steps are involved in image processing? That is very much useful question, or we have to very much clear about this. So options are A is 10, B is 9, C is 11, D is 12. So answer is 10. Here is the clear explanation is given, you can see easily. And the next question is, what is the expanded form of JPEG? What is the expanded form of JPEG? That is the most important question that you have to be very much clear about this. So option are joint photographic expansion group, second is joint photographic expert group, third is joint photograph expansion group, last one is joint photographic expanded group. So answer is B, that is joint photographic experts group. So image if we see the explanation, so image compression is familiar perhaps individually to the most user of computer in the form of image file extensions such as JPG. File extension used in JPEG, that is joint photographic expert group. So if we see the next question, so which of the following steps deal with the tools for extracting image component? Those are useful in the representation and description of shape. That is very much useful, very important question. So options are segmentation, second is representation and description, third one is compression, last one is morphological processing. So answer is morphological processing, that is option D. So explanation, Morphological processing deal with the tool for extracting image component. Morphological processing deal with the tool for extracting image component that are useful in the representation and description of the shape. We get very much useful explanation here. So next question is, in which step of the processing assigning a label, example vehicle, to an object based on its descriptor is done? So options are object recognition, morphological processing, segmentation, representation and description. So answer is option A, that is object recognition. Recognition is the process that assign a label, that is vehicle, to an object based on its descriptors. So next question is, what role does the segmentation play in image processing? So option A is deal with extracting attributes that result in some quantitative information of interest. Option B is deal with techniques for reducing the storage required saving an image or bandwidth required transmitting it. Option C is deal with partitioning an image into its constituent parts or objects, and option D is deal with the property in which images are subdivided successively into similar regions. So answer is very much clear that option C is the right answer of that question. If we see the explanation, we get to know segmentation procedure partition an image into its constituent parts or objects. And the next question, that is also a very important question, and keep in mind that can be asked in your exam, so please watch focusedly. And what is the correct sequence of steps in image processing? So option A is, we can see that option A is this, option B is like this, option C is this, and option D is this. So answer is option B here. Image acquisition, then image enhancement, then image restoration, color image processing, after that wavelets and multi-resolution processing, after that compression, then morphological processing, after that segmentation, then representation and description, and at last object recognition. So that is the steps that are involved in image processing. So you have to be very much clear about this concept as well. So now our new topic is sampling and quantization. So now we are starting to look at the questions that can be relatable to the sampling and quantization in digital image processing. So whenever to convert a continuous sense data into digital form, which of the following is required? To convert a continuous sense data into digital form, which of the following is required? Sampling, option B quantization, option C both sampling and quantization, and option D is neither sampling nor quantization. So answer is option C, that is both sampling and quantization. If we see the explanation, so the output of the most sensor is a continuous waveform, and the amplitude and spatial behavior of such waveform are related to the physical phenomena being sensed. So our new question is, to convert a continuous image, that is function f of x comma y, to digital form, we have to sample the function in dash. So options are, that is option A is coordinates, option B is amplitude, option C is all the mentioned, option D is none of the mentioned. So answer is clear, that is all the mentioned, because whenever we are using to whenever we want to convert a continuous image of function f of x comma y, we are needed for coordinate values, amplitude, and both the, that is coordinate and amplitude, we are required for that. So here answer is all the mentioned, and we can see the explanation, that is an image may be continuous in x and y coordinate, or in amplitude, or in both. So our new question is, for a continuous image function f of x comma y, how could a sampling defined? So how we can define a sampling? So options are, option A is digitizing the coordinate value, digitizing the amplitude values, all of the mention, none of the mention. So answer is digitizing the coordinate values. Sampling is the method of digitizing the coordinate value of an image. And then we have question, For a continuous image function f of x comma y, quantization is defined as, here we are discussing about sampling and here we are discussing about quantization. So digitizing the coordinate values, digitizing the amplitude values, all of the mention, none of the mention. So answer is digitizing the amplitude value. So here we see the difference between quantization and sampling. So we get to know sampling is the procedure, here we are digitizing the coordinate values. On the other hand, in the process of quantization we are digitizing the amplitude values. So that is the major question we can see in various exams as well. So guys, be prepared. And here is a question to validate the statements. This kind of question can be given in exam as well, so be prepared for them as well. So question statement is that for a given image in one dimension given by function f of x comma y, to sample the function we take equally spaced samples superimposed on the function along a horizontal line. However, the sample values still span vertically a continuous range of gray level values. So to convert the given function into a digital function, the gray level values must be divided into various discrete levels. It is true or false? So answer is true. That is true, because digital function requires both sampling and quantization of one dimensional image function. And the next question is, how is sampling being done when an image is generated by single sensing element combined with mechanical motion? So options are, the number of sensor in the strip define the sampling limitation in one direction and mechanical motion in the other direction. And option B is, the number of sensor in the sensing array establish the limit of sampling in the both directions. Option C is, the number of mechanical increments when the sensor is activated to collect data. And option D is none of the mentioned. So answer is option C, that is the number of mechanical increments when the sensor is activated to collect data. Our new question is, how does sampling get accomplished when a sensing strip being used for image acquisition? So options are, number of sensor in a strip establish the sampling limitation in one image direction and mechanical motion in the other direction. Option B is, the number of sensors in the sensing array establish the limit of sampling in both directions. And option C is, the number of mechanical increments when the sensor is activated to collect data. And option D is none of the mentioned. So answer is option A, that is the number of sensor in the strip establish the sampling limitation in one image direction, that is the sampling limitation in one image direction and mechanical motion in other direction. So a new question is, how is sampling accomplished when a sensing array is used for image acquisition? So options are, the number of sensor in the strip establish the sampling limitation in one image direction and mechanical motion in the other direction. Option B is, the number of sensor in the sensing array defines the limit of sampling in both direction. And the option C is, the number of mechanical increment at which we activate the sensors to collect data. None of the mention is the fourth option. So answer is B, that is the number of sensor in the sensing array defines the limit of sampling in both direction. And you can as well you can see the explanation as well. And next question is, the quality of digital image is well determined by, how we can determine the quality of a digital image. So options are, the number of samples, and option B is the number of discrete gray levels. C is all of the mention, D is none of the mention. So answer is C, all of the mention, because if we see the explanation, the quality of a digital image is determined mostly by the number of sample and discrete gray levels, that is both used in sampling and quantization. So our new question is, a continuous image is a digitized at that dash point. So random points, option B is vertex, option C is contour, and option D is sampling. So answer is option D, that is sampling. A continuous image is digitized at sampling points. And we can see the explanation, the sampling points are ordered in the plane and their relation is called a grid. The relation is called a grid, that is that also be useful and important term that we can see here. And next question is the transition between continuous values of the image function and its digital equivalent is called. Option A is quantization, option B is sampling, option C is restoration, option D is none of the mention. So answer is option A, that is quantization. The transition between continuous value of the image function and its digital equivalent is called quantization. New question is image quantized with insufficient brightness level will lead to the occurrence of dash. Options are pixelation, option B blurring, option C false contours, option D none of the mentioned. So answer is option C, that is false contours. So explanation, that is this effect arises when the number brightness level is lower that which the human eye can distinguish. That is very useful explanation we can see here, so keep in mind that. And new question is the smallest discernible change in intensity level is called intensity resolution. Option B is contour, option C is saturation, option D is contrast. So answer is option A, that is intensity resolution. So number of bits used to quantize intensity of an image is called intensity resolution. I hope you all are getting much more from this video. So next is what is the tool used to tasks such as zooming and shrinking and rotating. Means what are the tools we are using in tasks such as zooming, shrinking and rotating. Options are sampling, option B is interpolation, option C is filters, and option D is none of the mentioned. So answer is option B, that is interpolation. Interpolation is the basic tool for zooming, shrinking and rotating, etc. New question is the type of interpolation where for each new location the intensity of intermediate pixel is assigned is option A by cubic interpolation, option B cubic interpolation, option C bilinear interpolation, option D nearest neighbor interpolation. So answer is D, that is nearest neighbor interpolation. Next question is the type of interpolation where the intensity of the 4 neighboring pixels is used to obtain intensity. A new location is called dash. So options are cubic interpolation, option B is nearest neighbor interpolation, option C is bilinear interpolation, and option D is bicubic interpolation. So answer is option B, that is nearest neighbor interpolation. So bilinear interpolation is where the 4 neighboring pixel is used to estimate intensity for a new location. So nearest neighbor 4 neighboring pixel is used to estimate intensity for a new location. That is the concept. And the next question is dynamic range of imaging system is a ratio where the upper limit is determined by which. So options are option A is saturation, option B is noise, option C is brightness, and option D is contrast. So answer is option A, that is saturation. Saturation is taken as the numerator. So now our new topic, that the questions we are going to see that are based on image acquisition. So one thing I would like to say, if you are a CSIT and electronics and communication branch student, so guys please watch this video thoroughly. And the options are the most familiar signal sensor used in image acquisition is microdensitometer, B is photodiode, C is CMOS, and D is none of the mentioned. So answer is photodiode. That is photodiode is most commonly used in a single sensor made up of silicon materials. Next is a geometry consisting of inline arrangement of sensor for image acquisition, that are a photodiode, option B is sensor strips, option C are sensor arrays, and option D is CMOS. So answer is B, that is sensor strips. So What is sensor strips? So sensor strips are very common next to single sensor and used in inline arrangement. Next is CAT in imaging stands for what? Options are computer aided telegraphy, option B is computer aided tomography, option C is computerized axial telegraphy, and option D is computerized axial tomography. So answer is option D, that is computerized axial tomography. Industrial computerized axial tomography is based on image acquisition using sensor strips. So our new question is, the section of the real plane spanned by the coordinate of an image is called dash. So spatial domains, coordinate axis, plane of symmetry, and none of the mentioned. So answer is option A, that is the spatial domain. Spatial domain are the section of the real plane spanned by the coordinates of an image is called the spatial domain, with the x and y coordinate referred to as spatial coordinates. So the difference in intensity between the highest and the lowest intensity level in an image is noise, saturation, contrast, brightness. So options are these four, and the answer is option C, that is contrast. Contrast is the measure of the difference in intensity between the highest and the lowest intensity level in an image. And then we have dash is the effect caused by the use of an insufficient number of intensity level in smoothing areas of a digital image. Option A is Gaussian smooth, option B is contouring, option C is false contouring, and option D is interpolation. So answer is option C, that is false contouring. It is called so because the ribs resemble the contours of a map. And then we have a question, the process of using known data to estimate value at unknown location is called acquisition, interpolation, pixelation, none of the mention. So answer is option B, that is interpolation. Interpolation is the process used to estimate unknown location. It is applied in all image resampling methods. And next question is, what is the following is not an application of image multiplication? So shading correction, masking, pixelation, region of interest operation. So answer is option C, that is pixelation, because pixelation deal with enlargement of pixels. And next question is, the procedure done on image to alter the value of its individual pixel is neighbor operation, image registration, geometric spatial transformation, single pixel operation. Answer is single pixel operation, that is option D. And next question, in geometric spatial transformation, points whose locations are known precisely in input and reference image, that are tie points, option B ratio point, option C unknown points, option D key points. So answer is option A, that is tie point. Tie points, also called control points. These are the points whose location are known precisely in an input and reference image. So our next topic is smoothing filter. So noise reduction is obtained by blurring the image using a smoothing filter. It is true or false? So answer is true, yes. And what is the output of a smoothing linear spatial filter? So median of pixel, maximum of pixel, minimum of pixel, average of pixel. So answer is average of pixels. So explanation is, the output of response of a smoothing linear spatial filter is simply the average of pixels contained in the neighborhood of the filter mask. Now, a smoothing linear filter is also known as the median filter. It is true or false? So answer is true. Which of the following is the disadvantage of using a smoothing filter? Blur edges, blur inner pixel, removing sharpness transitions, sharp edges. So answer is option A, that is blur edges. So now next question is, a smoothing spatial filter doesn't smooth the false contours. Option R is true or false? So answer is false. One of the application of smoothing filters is that they help in smoothing the false contour that result from the using an insufficient number of gray levels. And the next question that is very much important, the masks shown in the figure below belong to which type of filter? As we can see the diagram over here. So options are sharpening spatial filter, median filter, sharpening frequency filter, smoothing spatial filter. So answer is that is smoothing spatial filter, because these mask yields are so called weighted average, which means that the different pixels are multiplied with different coefficient values. Now next question is, box filter is a type of smoothing filter, true or false? So box filter is a type of smoothing filter, true or false? Answer is true. So spatial averaging filter is a spatial smoothing filter in which the coefficient are equal to the also called as box filter. And next question is also important. You can see, if the size of an averaging filter is used to smooth the original image to first image is 9, then what would be the size of averaging filter used to smooth the same picture to second in the second image? So options are 3, option B 5, option C 9, and option D is 15. So answer is option D, that is 15. If we see the explanation, we get to know. We know that as the size of the filter used in smoothing the original image, that is averaging filter, increased than the blurring of image. Since the second image is more blurred than the first image, then the window size should be more than 9. So here we have option, that is 15. So here is the concept we can say. So next question is, which of the following come under the application of image blurring? Object detection, gross representation, object motion, image segmentation. Answer is option B, that is gross representation. And the next question is, which of the following filter response is based on ranking of pixels? Non-linear smoothing filter, linear smoothing filter, sharpening filter, geometric mean filters. So options are these, and answer is non-linear smoothing filter. Order static filters are non-linear smoothing filter whose response is based on the ordering or ranking of the pixels. And the next question is, median filter belongs to which category of filters? So answer is linear spatial filter, frequency domain filter, order static filter, sharpening filter. So answer is option C, that is order static filter. So here is also a conceptual question. We can see, what is the maximum area of the cluster that can be eliminated by using a n by n matrix filter? So n square, option B is n square by 2, option C is 2 multiplied by n square, option D is n. So answer is option B, that is n square by 2. If we see the explanation, we get to know, isolated cluster of pixels that are light or dark with respect to their neighbors and whose area is less than n square by 2 is half the area of the filter can be eliminated by using n by n median filter. So our new topic is image sharpening. That is also very useful and very important topic of digital image processing, and many of the questions can be arise from this topic as well. So which of the following is the primary objective of sharpening of an image? Options are blurring of image, highlight fine details in the image, increase the brightness of the image, decrease the brightness of the image. So answer is option B, that is highlight fine details in the image. Question 2 is, image sharpening process is used in electronic printing. So options are true or false. Answer is true, that is the application of image sharpening is presented in various fields like electronic printing and autonomous guidance in military system and medical imaging and industrial inspection. Now the question is, in a spatial domain, which of the following operation is done on the pixel in sharpening an image? So options are integration, average, median, and option D is differentiation. So answer is option D, that is differentiation we are needed. And the next question is, image differentiation enhance the edges, discontinues and de-emphasize the pixel with slow varying gray levels. That is true or false? So answer is true. In which of the following cases we would not worry about the behavior of sharpening filter? Flat segments, step discontinuities, ramp discontinuities, slow varying gray values. So answer is option D, that is slow varying gray values. We can see the explanation as well. And which of the following is the valid response when we apply the first derivative? Non-zero at flat segments, non-zero at one side of the gray level step, 0 in flat segments, 0 along ramps. So answer is 0 in flat segments. Which of the following is not a valid response when we apply the second derivative? Zero response at one set of gray level step, non-zero response at one set of the gray level step, zero response at flat segments, non-zero response at along the ramp. So answer is B. If we see the explanation, so the derivative of digital function are defined in terms of differences. So definition we use for second derivative should be 0 in flat segments, 0 at the one set of gray level step or ramp, or non-zero along the ramps. So that is the explanation. And next question is if function f of x comma y is the range is an image function of two variables, then the first order derivative of a one dimensional function is f of x plus 1 minus f of x. Option B is f of x minus f of x plus 1. Option C is f of x minus 1 minus f of x plus 1. Option D is f of x plus f of x plus f of x plus f of x minus 1. So answer is f of x plus 1 minus f of x. We can see that there is a derivative. We can easily see. And now isolated point is also called as noise point. True or false? So answer is true. What is the thickness of h produced by first order derivative when compared to that second order derivative? So options are thinner, equal, thicker and independent. So answer is option C, that is thicker. First order derivative, we can enhance the fine detail in the image compared to the second order derivative. True or false? So answer is false. Next question is which of the following derivative produce a double response at steps change in gray level? First order derivative, third order derivative, second order derivative, and the option D is first and second order derivative. So answer is second order derivative. If we see the explanation, so second order derivative produce a double line response for the step change in the gray level. Now our new topic is sharpening spatial filter part 2. So the objective of sharpening spatial filters are dash highlight fine details in image, enhanced detail has been blurred because of some error, enhanced detail that has blurred because of some natural effect, and all of the mentioned. So answer is all of the mentioned. Sharpening is an analogous to which of the following operations? So spatial integration, spatial differentiation, all of the mentioned, none of the mentioned. So answer is spatial differentiation. Smoothing is analogous to integration, and so sharpening to spatial differentiation. And which of the following facts are true about sharpening spatial filter using digital differentiation? So options are given and the right answer is option D, that is all the mentioned. Which of the facts are true for the first order derivative of digital function? So options are must be non-zero in areas of constant gray values, must be 0 at one set of gray levels step or ramp discontinuities, and the option C is must be non-zero along the gray level ramp. Option D is none of the mentioned. So answer is option C, that is must be non-zero along the gray level ramp. So we can easily see the explanation as well. Which of the facts are true for second order derivative of a digital function? Options are must be true in the flat areas, must be non-zero onset and end of gray level stamp and ramp discontinuities, and option C is must be 0 along the ramp of constant slope, and option D is all of the mentioned. So answer is C, that is must be 0 along the ramp of constant slope. Next question, that is also very important question, guys, so please keep focus on this as well. So the derivative of digital function is defined in terms of difference. Then which of the following define the first order derivative? So f of x plus 1 minus f of x. As we can see in previous question, so basic answer of this question is f of x plus 1 minus f of x. Keep in mind that first order derivative of a function is f of x plus 1 minus f of x. The derivative of digital function defined terms of the second order derivative is option B, that is f of x plus 1 plus f of x minus 1 minus 2 of f of x. Now question is what kind of relation can be obtained between first order derivative and second order derivative of an image having A on the basis of edge productions that shows a transition like a ramp or constant slopes. So options are very much clear given here. So answer is option A, that is first order derivative produce thick edge while second order produce a very fine edge. And the next question is, what kind of a relation can be obtained between first order derivative and second order derivative? So first order derivative have a stronger response than a second order. Second order derivative has a stronger response than a first order, that are complementary to each other. And the option C is, both enhance the same and show response in same for both first and second order derivatives. And option D is none of the mentioned. So answer is option B, that is second order derivative has a stronger response than a first order. And the next question is, what kind of a relation can be obtained